This is the Great Basin Smoke Dispersion Briefing for Wednesday, April 22nd. A look at precipitation the past 7 days. We had a bit of it across southern areas of Utah and eastern Nevada and scattered a bit further north into parts of Wyoming and Idaho. But overall, most areas, especially northern Nevada, parts of Idaho, below normal. Wettest areas were the higher terrain of southern Utah down into parts of Vegas and into southeastern Nevada. We did have some snowfall the past 72 hours, heaviest amounts down by Cedar City in the mountains in the higher terrain, some local amounts of 6 to 12 inches of snow. However, the sun beating down on it has melted a lot of that. You can see the snow cover map on the right, about anywhere from about 30 to 50 inches of snowpack only in the highest terrain, mainly above 7,000 to 8,000 feet. Satellite imagery shows that we're kind of in between a flat ridge well off the Pacific coast and a deep trough of low pressure over the Midwest. But this tight packing of height lines here indicates pretty good west to west-northwest transport flow. You see some high clouds rotating on through, but no organized storm systems yet. But there is some moisture here into Oregon, into parts of southwestern Idaho, which will clip parts of northern Nevada and northern Utah, and into Wyoming and the rest of Idaho, probably late tonight into Thursday, and that will probably be the last really widespread precipitation that we'll see for quite some time. Current fuel conditions, 100-hour fuel is quite dry. Areas in the gold in the single digits, wettest amounts where they had their recent rain and mountain snow in parts of Utah. 1,000-hour fuels, again, wettest across the higher terrain of Utah where there was some recent precipitation, as well as western Wyoming, drying out quite a bit, especially across parts of Nevada and southern Idaho. So the upper level map for Wednesday afternoon shows the leading edge of precipitation or clouds moving into the western part of the Great Basin. Excellent overall dispersion, areas in the white. That's typical for this time of year. Pretty decent transport winds here on the left-hand side in the green to orange shades through here, 20 to 30 miles per hour, even stronger along and in the lee of the Wasatch. Excellent overall vertical mixing heights here on the right. By Thursday afternoon, most of this clouds and moisture gets shunted back to the far eastern areas towards western Wyoming and on its way out. Excellent overall dispersion. You see the wind angles kind of on a northwest trajectory. And again, wind speed's pretty decent from the northwest, 20 to 30 miles per hour at the transport level or ridgetop level, and good overall mixing heights as well. On Friday, we do start seeing strong high pressure building in, so the start of a pretty gradual but steady warm-up. Excellent overall vertical dispersion or overall dispersion. Transport winds will be slackening off a little bit in the north, still 10 to 20 miles per hour in the south, but the vertical mixing with the sun angle this time of year should raise vertical mixing anywhere from 3 to 6,000 feet above ground level. Utah Clearing Index looks excellent Wednesday, Thursday. Takes a little bit of a nosedive Friday, but that's relatively speaking. If you're not burning out by the lake, it looks like most areas still staying pretty good, especially eastern areas. Precipitation over the next 3 days, and most of this will be Wednesday evening through Thursday. Light amounts, several hundredths of an inch, maybe a quarter inch in some of the dark green areas. Local pockets of a half inch across parts of the higher terrain of western Wyoming, and in the highest terrain there could be several more inches of wet snow. Same holds true for the highest elevations of the mountains of central Idaho, but dries out quite a bit as you head further south. As we go into the weekend, and we're missing our ventilation index, but our upper level map shows high pressure building on in. That is going to reduce the vertical mixing a little bit as we go into Saturday. Sunday, we see another front coming on in. But most of the moisture passes to the north by Monday. And by Tuesday, a strong high pressure system starts to take shape centered across the Great Basin, and actually the deepest center down in Arizona. And we should see the warmest temperatures of the year so far as we enter early next week. Temperatures in southern Utah could be, in Arizona Strip and Vegas, should be poking up into the 90s. Precipitation as we go into late Saturday, Sunday, Monday, nothing, and probably nothing past that because the 8 to 14 day outlook, April 30th to May 6th, indicates much warmer than normal temperatures and also a significant dry signal across the entire Great Basin. This is April 30th to May 6th. So whatever showers we get Wednesday evening through Thursday midday is probably all we'll see for the next 2 weeks. Those fuels will be drying out and that snow cover in higher terrain melting off quite a bit. This concludes our briefing. Have a great day.